Tecumseh became a fierce warrior, yet it was his compassion that marked him. He refused to make war on women and children. He envisioned a confederation of tribes from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico, a union of Indian nations.
Tecumseh, the great Shawnee leader, was really not so different in his thinking from George Washington. As Washington had seen the states jealous and fighting with each other, Tecumseh saw the tribes doing the same and losing ground to the United States.
Tecumseh was way ahead of his time because he realized that the United States was picking tribes off just one by one. And a tribe 100 miles away or 500 miles away thought that was not their problem. He was trying to resist the United States with a united front.
The two protagonists met at Harrison's home in Vincennes in August 1810. The governor wanted to know why Tecumseh refused to accept treaties that others had signed. Harrison had expected to meet with 30 native warriors. Tecumseh brought more than twice as many. The confrontation soon took on mythic overtones.
There were many examples of paintings of Tecumseh raising his hatchet at William Henry Harrison, and Harrison has his sword out. These may be apocryphal, but it's a perfect example of the relationship that these two had.
Tecumseh goes right at William Henry Harrison, delivers a very bitter speech and denouncing Harrison for being there and denouncing the white settlers.
Tecumseh. The Great Spirit said he gave this great island to his red children. He placed the whites on the other side of the big water, but they were not content with their own, and they came to take ours from us. They have driven us from the sea to the lakes. We can go no farther. My brother, I do not see how we can remain at peace with you.
The thing which Tecumseh and Harrison had in common was their standing as warriors. They respected each other as warriors. Beyond that, they had almost nothing in common. Harrison was a dedicated expansionist. He saw the United States' destiny as rolling westwards, and he saw really no place for the Indians in that future.
In the fall of 1811, Tecumseh set out to recruit Indian nations in the South to join his confederacy. Harrison seized the chance. He gathered an army and marched toward Prophetstown, Tecumseh's home base in what is now western Indiana.
Harrison led 1,000 troops towards Prophetstown. He was plainly going there to attack it when he thought it was weak, when Tecumseh was not there to lead the troops.
A group of native warriors at Prophetstown decided to strike first. Before dawn, on the morning of November 7th, they moved through an oak thicket toward Harrison's army, camped on the banks of the Tippecanoe River.
The attack certainly initially goes extremely well. The American soldiers are thrown into complete chaos. The natives inflict significant casualties. The Americans organize themselves, they start to hit back. So before light, the natives withdraw.
In the real Battle of Tippecanoe, the natives inflicted a good deal of damage. But Harrison's reports to Washington described a decisive victory, a glorious victory, a report that became an American legend. The day after the battle, Harrison's troops burned Prophetstown to the ground. His men dug up Indian graves and scalped and mutilated Indian corpses.